that beat hot, ain't it? Hey, hey, how are y'all doing on this Tuesday? How are you doing on this Tuesday? It's Tuesday. You made it. You should be happy, okay? Another day, another blessing, okay? So, what I want you to do is it's Tuesday, also known as Talk Travel to Me Tuesday, but it's also known as Travel Tip Tuesday. So I want some engagement on this live if y'all don't mind. So if you would, could you share with me a travel tip you would give anybody? If someone says, "Hey, what is a tip that I wish somebody would have told me?" What would it be? If you would, could you drop it in the comments? What's up? I got Miss Gwen in the house in Pine View. What's going on? What's going on? Let me know what that travel tip is, okay? Because I want to know. This light is blinding me. Okay, and plan to travel. Yes, I love that. She said plan to travel. I'm going to show that. Because that is a very good one. The reason why it's good, if anybody come to me and they say they want a vacation, I always ask, when do you want to go to vacation, right? Some people are very spontaneous and they can go to vacation anytime they want to, right? They may have free time. They may have a lot of time where they have that time freedom and they can do that, right? But for the most of us, we need to plan, and planning is good. Yes, I want you to live your life spontaneously. I want you to do the things, and sometimes you don't need a plan, but at other times you do need a plan, okay? So I love her suggestion of plan to travel. Why do I like this tip so much? Because when you can plan ahead, you can get so much done because you have an idea of what you will spend or what you anticipate spending, right? So this depends on the destination, the time of year, what type of experience you want, all of those things, okay? So tonight's subject is something that I think that you are going to enjoy because I'm going to enjoy it. And it's the way to maximize the ways that you can travel. Because if you are like me, my friend, and you look in your wallet or you look in your drawer, or maybe you even have froze them at this point. But most of us have what? Credit cards. Yes, we have credit cards. And did you know that credit cards come with a lot of benefits? And if you use the benefits to your advantage, you can reap so many rewards. And you may be having some benefits you're not even using yet because you don't know that they are there. So, when you first get your credit card in the mail, they send you this little thick pamphlet or this little thick book. And I'm looking around trying to see if I have something for representation purposes, and I don't see anything. But it's like this thick book. So I want you to use your imagination, okay? How about that? But it's something like this. It's something thick, right? It might be coming like this. And what happens is it has all this fine print, and it tell you good things that you need to know, like your interest rate, if there's any introductory offers, all the fees, all the benefits. But then it also tells you other things. What other things do they tell you? It tell you things such as the things that is covered. What do I mean by that? So like, let's say if you book travel on your credit card, it lets you know what travel is covered. If you purchase items on your credit card, such as TVs or electronics or computers or whatever, it lets you know if it's protected and covered. Let's say other benefits that you don't even know that might be there, such as if you purchase concert tickets, music festival tickets, right? You got a lot of different features that you might not know that's on your credit card. And I love the tip that Gwen is giving. Always call and have a customer representative explain all the perks to you, right? And a lot of times these benefits change. So you might be like, yeah, I done that. So what I want you to do is I want you to get in the habit of checking this on I would say, least annually. So one time a year, because things change, right? So a lot of cards change their perks and their benefits and they play with things. And you want to just make sure that nothing has changed drastically, especially if you are paying a fee for that credit card, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Zandra. I am the passionate force behind Explore Blue Travel. We are a travel company and we cater to women. Why women, you might say, right? It's men that exist in this world. But one thing that I love about us women is we are doers. We are visionaries. We are caretakers. We are nurturers. And we give and we give and we give and we pour and we pour and we pour. And sometimes we overextend ourselves. Okay. And because we overextend ourselves, sometimes we get burnt out. Sometimes we get tired. And sometimes we get frustrated. And we'll keep on giving and doing for others. But a lot of times we don't give and do for ourselves. We postpone or we pause things that actually brings us joy, zeal, and excitement. And I'm here to remind you, my friend, that I don't want you to forget about you because you are the most important person. Because if you are not there to do all those things, who will, right? So just like the the Energizer Bunny, right? You know how that bunny just keeps going and going and going and keeps on moving? Guess what, my friend? Even that bunny has a period where it has to stop. It can't just keep on going, right? So just like the cell phone, okay? So most of us use this cell phone for almost everything, okay? What do we do with our cell phone? Put in the comments, right? You might be watching this live from your cell phone. You might pay your bills from your cell phone. You might watch some TV shows. You might make some bank transfers. You, of course, call people on your cell phone, research, play games. It's so many things you do. But one thing that the cell phone does is it gives you a reminder. At the very top, it has a battery life. And that battery life has a value. When you at 100%, you're like, okay, I'm good. But then when you start dipping 90, 80, 70, 60, depending on what type of person you are, you might start getting a little frustrated. You might start getting a little nervous, a little antsy, because you're like, oh no, my battery is about to die. I'm about to be drained. I need to juice up. I need to recharge it, right? Now, I don't know about you. Now, I'm a risk taker. Literally almost a couple times a week, my phone go dead suddenly. And you would think that I couldn't see my battery life. I see it, but I'd be like prime example, right now I'm looking at it 23%. Now, for some of you, you might be like, oh my goodness, girl, you better plug it up, right? Me, I'll wait until the thing gets to like 5 or 1%, and then I'll plug it up. And then I get paranoid, like, oh my goodness, somebody's going to call me, I'm going to miss the call. But a lot of times for us women, we have the same battery. Did you know that? We have the same battery. And a lot of times our battery is just being deducted, it's being depleted, and then we'll not fully get charged to 100%, right? And then we'll go again, we'll do again, we overexert ourselves, we do all that stuff. And at Explore Blue Travel, I'm here to remind you that, listen, sis, you are important and you need people to pour into you, okay? You need your cup filled up. You need energy. You need rejuvenation. You need to be revived. You need to be relieved. Because let's be honest, we deal with a lot of crap as women. Come on. We deal with a lot of crap. We wear a lot of hats. We serve in so many roles and capacities. And we are givers and we do. And we want to make sure everybody good. The spouses are good. The family are good. The in-laws are good. The church is good. The community is good. The neighborhood is good. Right? And it's nothing wrong with that. But, ma'am, let me ask you, when was the last time you did a self-check on you? And you said, but you know what? Gwen, how are you? Are you good? Zandra, how are you? Are you good? Michelle, how are you? Are you good? Shaquita, how are you? Are you good? Like, these are questions you need to ask yourself, right? When was the last time you actually had a break? When was the last time that you didn't prepare dinner? For the ones of us who don't have chefs yet, okay? When was the last time that you didn't have to do laundry? You didn't have to do any cleaning around the house, right? For the ones of us who do not have the maids yet. Okay. When was the last time where you didn't have to do the running around? You had to take the children here, there, and everywhere. When was the last time? Come on, let me know. Let me know in the chat. When was the last time that you just relaxed and somebody poured into you? You prop your feet up. You got that massage that you needed. Okay. Instead of you jumping around and seeing about the kids or taking that call or going online to check that bill or to make sure that something has been done. When was the last time that you just let go and you was like, I'm okay? Right? Let me know in the chat, when was the last time you actually did any of those things and you didn't have to worry about it? But for most of us, we are always worried about, oh my goodness, I got to get this done. Oh my goodness, I got so much time left, right? I know, right? I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a church member, I volunteer, I'm a friend, I'm a sister, I'm an auntie. I play different roles in our community. So I know it is so, so, so important. So the reason why we were formed at Explore Blue Travel is just for the woman to remember that you are important, you are a priority, and it's our mission to help you travel more. And sometimes your friends can't come. Your best friend can't come. Your travel cousin can't come. Your travel buddy can't come. Maybe your husband can't come. But sometimes you like, listen, I want to get away. And sometimes you just want to go. And you like, I don't want to hear no. I don't want to hear you got to think about it. I don't hear none of this. I just want to go. Right? So that's what this group is for. For those who just ready to get up and go. And they are not being told no and being okay with it. That's why Explore Blue Travel was found. Now, let's talk about the topic tonight. I'm going to do a screen share. So give me just a moment while I share my screen. When you come in, please let me know where you're watching from. So hashtag where you're watching from. So Gwen, she usually is on here. So she's already started it off. So hashtag where you're watching from. If you catch this on replay, hashtag replay so that I know that you have saw it. Okay. And I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what I'm going to present. And this guy is pretty popular, so you probably have heard of him. If you have not heard of him, then you need to get to know him. He's known as the points guy. So this was a regular guy who discovered the benefits of using points in the best way to maximize travel. So most of us that are in here, we have been bitten by the travel bug. Okay. And because we are bitten by the travel bug, sometimes we want to book a trip after trip after trip. Okay. And if you are booking trips, you want to make sure that you are using the cards that are in your wallet to your benefit. Okay. So this guy figured out some time ago how to use the system to his benefit. And he has a whole website. He has a whole business centered around it. And he knows his stuff. Okay. So this part of the of his website is the best travel cards. Now, all your credit cards come with some type of benefits or rewards or some type of perk. Okay. Now, there are cards exclusive for travel, meaning that the purpose is they know that you are going to travel. And because they know that you are going to use this card for travel, those cards, for the most part, will have the most points that you can accumulate because they do very crazy deals that benefit you. Okay. So now the first card that he lists here is the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. Okay. And as you can see right here, he has a rating system that he used. So he gives this one like almost a 5, not quite. And it tells you the features. So you get 5 times on travel purchase through Chase Ultimate Rewards. So this is the program that if you was to book through Chase, if you use, you would get 5 times the points. Okay. The next way you can get points is on dining. So how many of you eat out? Okay. Or is it only me? Mostly all of us, right? We eat out, right? We might go get a cup of coffee. We might go have a sit down for lunch, or we might go have a nice dinner. Well, if you use your credit cards, guess what, my friend? You can be earning triple points. And I'm going to provide a strategy with you that will be useful that you can use to make sure that you are using the right card at the right time. Okay. So if you stay at the end, I'm going to reveal that strategy. Now, the second part, or the third part, is you can get 2 times on all other travel purchases plus more. So anything travel related. So what do I mean by travel related? Your hotels, your flights, okay? All of this, your car rentals, okay? All of this, you will get 2 times your points. Now, right here, it tells you, like, let's say if you wanted to apply for this card, you would get an introductory offer of up to 60,000 bonus points, okay? And it does have an annual fee. So most credit cards have an annual fee, and this is a fee that you pay on a yearly basis. And this fee is going to be very important because some cards, as you will see, this fee can be very high. So whatever, if you have one that does not have an annual fee, okay, but what type of rewards does it bring you? So sometimes it balances out and it makes a difference, right? But if the rewards do not match the annual fee, you might question, why would you want to pay that amount? Now, this is the APR for the credit card. So not the best rate, okay? It's in the double digits. And then it tells you what your recommended credit score needs to be in order to get this card, okay? And this is recommended, okay? So this means that it doesn't necessarily have to be this, but this is just an average range, okay? Now, right here, it lists the pros of the card as we discussed. So it says you'll earn 2 times on ultimate reward points on travel and 3 times ultimate reward points on dining, including eligible delivery services and takeout, okay? Then, in addition, premium travel protection benefits, including trip cancellation insurance, primary car rental insurance, and lost luggage insurance, okay? You click on this tab, it gives you more detail. So in order to get this 60,000 bonus points, there is a requirement, okay? And it tells you that after you spend 4,000 on purchases in the first 3 months from account opening, okay? So what that means is from the time you get the card, you have 3 months to spend $4,000. And once you spend that, then they give you the 60,000 bonus points, okay? So that's one card that's recommended. I'm gonna go back to make sure I don't have any questions or any comments. Okay, let's chug along. Okay, the next card that's recommended, Capital One Venture Rewards Credit Card. Okay, now I actually have this card, and this card right here is a good travel card. So right here, the current benefit says 5 miles per dollar on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. So one thing that you're going to notice about each of these cards, most of them, if you use their booking engine, they are going to reward you the most. Now, it is when you are using their engine, you want to make sure that you are using it and it makes sense, right? Because sometimes using their engine does not give you the bang for your buck. Sometimes it's better to transfer it to another card program or another platform where you can actually maximize your benefits, okay? And on his site, he actually shows you how to do that as well, okay? So if you are really wanting to knock out this travel thing, there are so many people out here that's doing it. He's one who does it well. The Points Guys, 10x Travel is another one. Just Get Out of Town is another one. So it's so many people that have learned the program and they do different things to basically reap the benefits where you can travel to little to nothing. Then you do 2 miles for every per dollar on every purchase every day. Now for this one, you get 75,000 miles. The annual fee is the same, okay? And then the APR is about the same as well. And it's the same range score. So 670 until 850. And when you come right here and it tells you the pros, it says you can fly any airline, stay at any hotel, anytime, no blackout date. So we discussed this term before. Blackout dates is those dates that are restricted, meaning that you cannot travel on those dates because basically the company, the credit card, the airline has said, you know what, on this dates, you cannot use your points. You can pay cash, but this offer will not apply for that. Okay. So make sure that when you are looking at your credit card benefits, you look and see if there are any restrictions or anything that you need to be made aware of. And then it says, plus transfer your miles to over 15 plus leading travel loyalty programs. So remember when I said, when you are booking your hotels, your flights, your vacations, sometimes it's not always a good thing to actually book it through the credit card that you hold. So for an example, right here, we're talking about Capital One Travel. They have their own portal where you can book your flights, your cars, your airfare, all those things, right? But with most of these cards, you can transfer your points to a loyalty program and you can get more bang for your buck. So let's say if you have a Capital One card, you have a Chase card, you got an American Express card, you can transfer the points in onto each one of those cards into this one loyalty program, which will give you the ability to either get a better, like a premium ticket. So what I mean by premium ticket is perhaps it is business class or first class, okay, where only thing that you are paying are the taxes. Or let's say if it's for a hotel stay, your accommodations, let's say that you stay somewhere for a week or a couple of days and you only use points, you don't use no cash. This card also comes with another benefit, which I like. You receive up to 100 application fee credit for global entry or TSA PreCheck. So global entry comes in handy if you do a lot of international flying. So if you are one of the persons that you always try to go internationally, then global entry can be your best friend. TSA PreCheck is good because I don't know if any of you go to the Atlanta airport, Hartsfield-Jackson, but that airport can be a disaster, okay? It can make you really have a headache, okay? It can really make you have a bad day. So if you have TSA PreCheck, then you go to a special line where you can get expedited entry in, meaning that usually the lines are shorter and you don't have to do everything that the regular passengers have to do in the regular or the general security line, like take off your shoes, take off your belt, take off your jacket, take off your hat, remove all your electronics. You don't have to do all that, right? Do I have any questions so far? Any questions so far? Great. Okay, now let's move on. Now, Capital One also have a Capital One Venture X Rewards credit card. So this one has ways that you can like earn even more benefits. So, but if you notice, look at the annual fee. So the annual fee for this one is $395. Okay. Now, when you first apply for the card, you do get 75,000 miles. Okay. But if you notice also the credit score goes up. So it states that it's recommended for you to have excellent credit and it's from 740 until 850. Okay. But look at the reward rates. 10 miles per dollar on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. 5 miles per dollar on flights booked through Capital One Travel. And then 2 miles per dollar on every purchase every day. Okay. Now, let's see some of the benefits of this card. It says you have unlimited access to all-inclusive amenities at the Capital One Lounge and at 1,300 plus priority pass lounges worldwide. So for the people who are bougie airport people, you might not want to sit out in front of the gate waiting on your plane, right? You might want to sit in an area that's a little more comfortable, a little more relaxed. You know, they have nicer seating. They're offering you things to drink, things to eat. You have more space. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very nice lounge. Okay. With this card, you have unlimited access to the Capital One lounges plus the other priority pass lounges. So let's say if you go to an airport and they don't have a Capital One lounge, you still have access to 1,300 plus priority pass lounges worldwide. And you get 10,000 bonus miles every account anniversary. So every year you hold the card, you get another 10,000 miles. Pretty cool, right? Now let's get to the big boys. Okay, the big boys. Okay, American Express. Okay, so the American Express is, and it notes right here, best for lounge access. Okay. And as you can see for the reward rates, it states earn 5 times membership reward points for flights booked directly with airlines or with American Express Travel, up to $500,000 on these purchases per calendar year. And you can earn 5 times membership reward points on prepaid hotels booked with American Express Travel. So one common thing that you will notice, every credit card company has its own portal where you can book your hotels, your flights, your car rentals, even vacation packages, okay? And if you book through them, then what happens is they reward you with more of their points. Now, you might be like, "Oh my goodness, that is great." It can be great, but it also cannot be great. So what you want to do is you want to always compare. So always look and say, okay, if I was to go through them, how many points would I use? Okay. Then number 2, if I was to book this outside of them, how much money would I spend? And then the loyalty program that I discussed earlier, would it be more beneficial if you took these points from American Express and transfer them to that loyalty program? Would it be more advantageous for you because you're using less points, which means that you can vacation more? So when you take these deals, when you consider it, make sure you do a cross comparison. Follow me? Awesome. Okay, so what are the benefits of this card? Now, you see that the introductory offer is 80,000 points. Okay, so the highest so far of the previous cards we discussed, but it does have a hefty fee, $695 per year. Okay, now this APR says, see pay over time APR. Okay, so you're gonna want to see what your APR is to make sure if you are using this card, you're not getting those interest rates and it's been accumulated and all of that. Okay. And then the recommended credit rating is excellent to good. So from 670 to 850. Now, what are the pros of this card? So you have access to over 1,400 airport lounges. You have Uber VIP status and free rides in the US up to $15 each month. Now, I bet a lot of people is not even maximizing on that, right? So these are like the additional benefits that I'm telling you that most people don't know they have because they are not actually calling that customer service representative. They're not actually reading the pamphlet to see what kind of rewards do I actually have by being a card holder. So you want to make sure that you are actually using your rewards. Plus a bonus, $20 in December, enrollment required, up to $200 in annual Uber savings. So they're giving you a max in Uber savings, okay? Then you also have access to a premium concierge service that can help you with everything from booking hard to get reservations to finding destination guides to help you plan out your next getaway. So you have a concierge service that will actually help you with your travel if you want it. Or you can come to your favorite travel advisor, Zandra, and I can do the same, but do it better. Okay, now let's go to this card right here. So I know I have some business owners here, and you might be wondering, okay, well, for me as a business owner, what can I do? What credit card is good for me? Okay, so the Ink Business Preferred credit card, and this is a card by Chase. And with this card, let me make sure I said, yeah, this is by Chase, right? Yes, it is by Chase. Okay. With this card right here, they will give you 100,000 bonus points. That's a lot of bonus points. The annual fee is only $95, and the recommended credit is $670 to $850. Now, here are the reward rates. You can earn 3 points per $1 on the first 150,000 spent on travel and select business categories each account anniversary year. And you earn 1 point per dollar on all other purchases with no limit to the amount you can earn. Now, the pros of this card is one of the highest sign-up bonuses. Okay, so 100,000 bonus points after 8,000 worth of spend in the first 3 months after card opening. Okay, so you do have to spend $8,000 in the first 3 months. The annual fee is reasonable. And you have these perks, okay? So you have, primary car insurance and perks including cell phone and purchase protection. So remember when I spoke about that earlier, this is what I'm talking about the extra benefits and perks that your credit card has. And this does not only apply to travel credit cards. Even if you have other credit cards, call and see what type of benefits and features your card has. Extended warranty. So let's say when you are making those purchases and you do not get your warranty and things like that, if you use a certain credit card, you may actually have warranty coverage. And then it also covers trip cancellation, interruption insurance, trip delay reimbursement. And once you get the card, if there are any prerequisites or any type of restrictions or something that must happen, it will actually tell you that. But again, make sure that you call so that the customer service representative can go over that with you. Now, I know that was a lot of information, so I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to come back on to see if I have any questions, because it has been over 30 minutes and I want to be mindful of your time. And I want to give you a homework assignment. Okay. But it's a fun homework assignment because it can save you money, right? So as you know, we are coming up on our holiday season, right? So when the holidays come, generally we do a lot of traveling. We do a lot of shopping. We do certain things. You might be upgrading your cell phone, whatever you may be doing. And most of the time you're using plastic, okay? You're using credit cards. If you're using credit cards, make sure you have called to see what actually the benefit is of using a particular card. So one system that I use and I wanted to share with you, and then I'll let you go, is this. If you have a number of credit cards, what you can do is you can get you out like a little small label. And what I want you to do is I want you to, and it should be like a sticky label that you can put on the top of your credit card. And I want you to be able to tell me what the benefit or feature is. So what I mean by that is, for an example, let's say if you have a card that if you use it at the restaurant, you get 5 times the points on it. Right? So on this card, you're going to write 5 times R, meaning R stands for restaurant. Okay. Let's say if you got another card and this card is a card that it pays you when you go to the gas station. So it tells you each time you use your card at the gas station, it gives you 3 times the points of every dollar spent. So you would get that card and you'll put the label on it and you'll say 3 times G, meaning for gas. Okay. You getting the hang of this? Let's say if you have another card, right? And it's for travel. Now, travel is a broad term. I know, and it can include so many things. So I'm thinking about the major things that travel includes. Okay. So your hotels, your airfare, your car rentals, right? Your resorts, those things. You're going to put a T and you're going to see what the benefit or what the reward is. So let's say if it's 8 times, okay? So you'll put T 8 times so that you know what it is. Now, every now and then, your credit cards will run promotions. Listen, when they run promotions, it is the best time to rack up on some points, because what happens is they usually give you a set time period. And they say, listen, if you use your card during this certain time, you get X amount of points. You get triple points. You get quadruple points. You get 10 times points. Sometimes it get real crazy. Listen, you want to use it when it get real crazy because it's going to benefit you. Okay. That means that you can earn more points. And with more points, you can do what? Vacation more. You can spend less of your own money. Okay, you can keep that money in your pocket. Maybe you can keep it in the bank, or maybe you can take some extra vacations or buy something extra while you on vacation. Okay. So again, check your credit card to see what the features, what the benefits are. Now, let's say if you have a credit card and you are not using it and you have a hefty fee. Hefty for you could be very different than hefty for me, but you are not using it and you know that you're not using it. Then I would tell you need to reconsider. Should you really have that card? Should you keep that card? Is it beneficial for you, or is it beneficial for the card holder, the credit card company? Okay. So make the best decision for you, because as you know, with credit cards, you want to make sure that you pay them off, because honey, when that interest hits, baby, it hits. and it keeps on accumulating, and then it becomes cumulative interest, and then it just go on and on and on and on. So when you use credit cards, have a plan, have a strategy. I'm not just saying just go up and sign up for credit cards, but certain things that you know you pay for, gas, groceries, certain bills that take credit cards, even certain rental companies take credit cards, right? You can use the credit card so you can get the points and then pay the baby off, right? And then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. You're gonna put gas in your car. You got to pay for car insurance. Okay. When you get your repairs done on your car, your maintenance, your oil change, your tires, all of that, put it on the card, pay it off. Okay. When you're doing your shopping, some cards rewards you for your shopping. Same thing, put on the card, pay it off. When you're doing the travel, same thing, put it on the card and pay it off. When I tell you, if you use the system the right way, when I offer these group trips and there's no airfare, you're gonna be like, Zandra, I'm good. Because guess what? I got 80,000 points with Capital One. I got 60,000 points with American Express. I'm about to transfer both of them bad babies over here to this loyalty program, and I'm flying first class to our destination. I'm going to say, get it, sis, get it. Okay. So use it to your advantage. I hope this live was very informative. I hope it was useful. I hope you found value. If you have not followed me on social media, make sure you do so. If you have not subscribed to our email list, there is a running banner below. Make sure you sign up. If you have not invited anybody to the group, listen, sis, what are you doing? Invite them over. As y'all know, we do have 2 group trips currently available, actually 3. We have the cruise. We have 3 cabins left. Okay. So if you're still interested or you know somebody, send them my way. We also have the Essence Fest. Okay. That is in New Orleans, Louisiana from July 4th to July 8th, 2024. The code that you can use to save you some coins is Meet Up. And then lastly, we have Zanzibar, which is my beautiful background. That is in August of next year off the coast of Tanzania. And that is going to be a beautiful, relaxing Zen quest trip. So if you want to find some Zen in your life, honey, if you want to find some balance in your life, some clarity in your life, that is the trip for you. So I hope y'all have an amazing Tuesday night. I will be back live again, and I will talk to you soon. Remember to live, to love, to laugh, and to travel, your friend in travel. And girl, if you ain't talking about a vacation, what are you talking about? See you. Bye-bye.